What's going on, everybody? Atomic here, bringing you back to the tutorial land. This place is getting really overwhelming. But anyways, on today's episode, I am going to show y'all how to build a lossless sugarcane farm. Now this thing is pretty cool. I'll go ahead and show y'all how this works. So we're going to go ahead and grab our sugarcane. You notice how the minecart isn't going, right? So we'll go ahead and activate it. And now the minecart is going. It catches everything, and then watch. Comes back around, and it empties everything out. To build this, materials needed. You'll need 2 3/4 of stack of stone or building blocks, whatever kind of building blocks. You'll need about 45 slabs, 2 chests, 2 water buckets, 9 observers, 64 redstone dust, give or take, 4 redstone torches, 4 repeaters, 36 pistons, 34 powered rails, 3 normal rails, 36 dirt, 1 minecart with hopper, 1 normal hopper, some sugarcane, and 36 stairs. So let's grab this and show y'all how to build this. Alright, so what you're going to do is go ahead and take out your building blocks. You're going to build this 18 long, so 1, 2, 3, 17, 18. You're going to come out 1, and you're going to go all the way down to where it's even. Alright, so now it should be a 2 by 18 platform. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to grab your chest. Now these chests are, like always, your collection, and you put it to the side that you want it. So we're going to come out 1 block, and we're going to do this to the left side. So we add our 2 chests right there, and then we add 1 chest, and we add 1 hopper directly into the chest, just like that. Make sure your hopper is facing into the chest. Okay? Next, you're going to go ahead and take 2 more building blocks. You're going to go up 1, 2. On the back side of this hopper, you're going to come up 2 as well. So 1 and 2. Should look something about like this right now. Alright, so once we have that platform built, we're going to go ahead and grab our rails. Let's go ahead and get these out of the way. You're going to place a powered rail directly on top of the hopper. Okay, the next rail should be a non-powered. Then you take powered rails all the way down, but skip the last block. So you want to skip this one. This is a non-powered. You're going to put a non-powered, then a non-powered. That's just so it can turn properly. And then you're going to take powered rails all the way back down, just like so. Okay, next you're going to find your middle point, which I think mine is about right here. And you're going to go directly under it, and you're going to put your redstone torches. Alright, you're going to take 1 right here, and 1 right here. Perfect. Now, if all of these aren't powered, you can always light it up in the area that is not powered. You just do not want to power this one at all. Alright, let's go ahead and fill that back in real quick. After you get your powered rails done, and everything lit up, we're going to go ahead and grab our dirt now. So right outside of the hopper, you're going to go ahead and place your dirt. You can aim it directly at the rails and it'll go where you need it. You don't want anything over top of this. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then we're going to take this all the way down. All right, so it should look like that. You have a dirt platform and then your building block platform. Next, what you're going to do is take some more of your building blocks. You're going to put it at the very edge, just like this, and then come out 1 more on each side. So it should be 4, but only 2 of them touching the dirt. And you want to do that up both sides. So 1, 2, and then 1 on top of that one, or outside of that one, and then 1 right here. Now in that area that you just created, right here, you're going to go ahead and grab your steps. And what we're going to do is we're going to basically make our steps all the way from there to here. you want it to look like this all the way down. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Now it should look like a little tunnel all the way down, and we want to do the same thing on the other side. So take your step, put it there, and then just take it all the way down again. Alright, so once you get it done on both sides, it should look just like this. Now these steps and your building blocks can be completely different than what I'm using. Just make sure it's steps and make sure it's solid building blocks. So the reason we're using steps is you're able to waterlock these. So you can typically do this and it'll fill in. I don't know what's wrong with mine right now, but we have to run water all the way down. Now careful that you don't do it like up at the top like this, because sometimes it can go underneath there and mess up your railing. But we're going to take water and make sure it's all the way down on both sides. Once you get your water in, you're going to go ahead and take your building block and you're going to run it all the way around, including on the sides, just like this. Now, this might be at the time that you leave yourself a way out, so you could always come over here and build you a little staircase or whatever you want to do, but you have to find a way out of this. Okay, once you have all of the sides on, next you're going to go ahead and grab your pistons. All right, so we're going to start right here at this very first one, and we're going to take our pistons and run them all the way to the very end. And then we're going to skip this one. We don't want it on that block, and we don't want it at this block. And that's the same thing over here. We're going to run our pistons all the way down, skipping the very first one and skipping the very last one. Next, I find it easier to go ahead and grab your building blocks. Go ahead and basically come in behind your piston and place your building blocks all the way down directly in behind your pistons. This is going to make it easier for when you go to place your observers. So then we're going to go to the other side and we're going to put our building blocks directly in behind our pistons again. Alright, once you get everything in behind the pistons, we're going to go ahead and fill in the rest of this right here. Just like that, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. That way it's easier to walk up here. Next, you're going to grab your observers. Alright, so you're going to go to the back side of your piston, and you're going to count 1, 2, 3, and then place it on the fourth one. Okay? Then you're going to go to the other end, and you're going to count 1, 2, 3, and place it on the fourth one. Then we're going to do it one more time. So 1, 2, 3, fourth one, and then 4 from this one again. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if you've done it right, you should have 3 pistons that are completely open, 3 again, 2, then 3, and then 3. Just like that. So now we're going to copy it again. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, place one on the fourth one. 1, 2, 3, place one on the fourth one. Then it should be the 2. And then this one again. We're literally mimicking what we did on the first one. Next, what you're going to do is take your building blocks and you're going to place it on top of the pistons all the way around. Just like that. Pretty much in between the observers and then on top of the pistons. Once you get to the side area right here, you can go ahead and run it all the way around again. Don't touch it behind here though. And then continue it on around. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and grab our redstone now. This should be the easiest part right here. Alright, so we're going to go to where our first piston is, which is right here. And then we're basically going to make a line all the way to our last piston, which should be right here. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Start at the first piston, and then work our way down, and we're going to keep it right there. So you should have one block open there, 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 and there with no redstone dust. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this area right here. This is where the chest is, by the way. We're on the front of it, and we're just going to circle this around. Once you bring this around, right here in the front, you're going to go to the corner that does not have the chest. So this is the corner that does not have a chest. To kind of show y'all, the chest is right there. We want to go to the opposite corner, which is right there. You're going to go ahead, after you get that one block right there, you're going to go ahead and grab your repeaters. You're going to place one repeater directly into the block going this way. Then where this redstone is, you're going to place a repeater going directly into this block. Just like that. Alright, so here's our block right here. Now we're going to come over to this side. So we have the opposite corner. There's where we did our block. We're going to go to this one. So right here is the starting of the pistons on this side. We're going to go ahead and remove this one piece of redstone right there and add in a repeater. Once you add in that repeater, you're going to take it all the way around to this repeater. Alright guys, so we're almost getting to the point of being done. Alright, so the block that we added right here with our two repeaters facing into it, we're going to go directly underneath that. We're going to go directly underneath this block right here and remove it. Then you're going to take your observers or a block, either way, but you have to delete this block underneath it. So we're going to place a block and then an observer. Okay, then we're going to remove that block that we added again right there. Next, on top of this observer, you're going to go ahead and place a redstone dust, and then you want to right click that dust. You want to make it a little circle. It works a lot better doing it this way. So to kind of explain it one more time, where we added that block, we have a space, redstone, and observer. Basically, you want the observer looking at that piece of redstone right there. Next, what we want to do is from these two blocks right here, you're going to come over 1, 2, and 3. And then you're going to come up 1. So you're making a little U. So it's these two blocks, so you're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then up 1. Once you have the front looking about like this, you're going to go ahead and take your redstone dust, and you're going to go right here with one, and one right here. Then you want to take your repeater and face it towards the chest, like this. Once you have that, you're going to come over here to this little dial, and it's already at 1 tick. So that's 2, 3, and 4 ticks. So you want to set it to a 4 tick delay. And we're pretty much done. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and grab our minecart with a hopper. Okay, come over here to your not powered rail. It's a powered rail, but it's unpowered. And you're going to go ahead and add the minecart right there. Okay. Next, you want to go ahead and build your staircase up here, or however you want to. But we need to go ahead and plant the sugarcane. So we're going to get all this sugarcane in here. Alright, sugarcane's in. Last step is to go ahead and add slabs all along the top. You don't have to add a slab up here. We're just adding it right here. Basically doing this big rectangle. And the reason we're adding slabs around this is sometimes the sugarcane, when the piston hits it, it'll fly out. And we don't want that. So we add these slabs around here to prevent that. Alright, and we are basically done with this build. Before we say we're done, we're going to test it to make sure that that minecart with the hopper gets activated on both sides. So we're going to go right here on this side first, and we're going to go ahead and 1, and boom. Now it should activate that rail. And then we're going to wait for it to come back around, and we're going to double check the other side. It should stop, and we should get some sugarcane. So let's try this side over here. 1, 2. Should have activated. And bounced it off that one. It's coming back around. And we are good to go. So this can be used for This can be used for a bamboo farm. You're just going to have to build up the sides right here a little bit higher. That way the bamboo doesn't go flying out. But it works in the same manner. Other than that, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, be sure leaving a thumbs up. And if you're new, consider subscribing. But until next time, guys, I will see y'all later.